Making the decision to come to church was easy. I had a choice of study hall or get out of their facility and come to church. When I came to church, they offered coffee and breakfast burritos, and I was sold at the food and coffee. I quickly felt very welcomed and trusted all of the staff with my child. They offered childcare. What led me to my decision to be baptized was I had been coming to church every Sunday for 11 months. I really felt comfortable here and felt like that was one of the last things I needed to do to claim my new life, was to be baptized and give my life to God. When I moved out of their inpatient to their outpatient program is when I used the number on that flyer and got in contact with a woman named Sue Harden. I expressed a deep concern about being so far away from all of my family and starting off and being a single mother and not able to budget my finances, and I was terrified. So after our conversation with Sue, I realized there was a barrier of getting from the bus stop down to the church, and Sue told me, "Don't worry, we'll pray about it." And at that time, a driver named Kevin was volunteering for Dial-A-Bus, and since then has been able to be the means and ways for all of the people that don't drive to come to Loving classes. I found it very interesting that he has a history in law enforcement, and the relationship me and Kevin and Faith have built is phenomenal. I am a recovering addict with a lot of criminality background, and to see a cop for who they really are has been one of the biggest eye-openers. He has the biggest heart. My daughter enjoys Thursday evenings when Kevin on the bus is showing up. She absolutely adores Kevin. The Loving Gap Ministries has been so supportive and helpful. While I just was focusing on my recovery and not working, I was able to get hygiene supplies and toiletries for me and my daughter. I've been able to get clothing for my daughter while she's going through her growth spurts and different things like that, winter coats. I started with Faith and Finance, and I've now taken it 2 times. I think with each time I've taken the class, I've learned something new. Biggest takeaway is my views and ties to my relationship with money. When I first took the class, I thought that money was the root of all evil. It was actually what I was doing with my money. When I first started that class, my biggest fear was not being able to support myself or my children off a single parent household income. I have moved into my own home and paid all of my bills and rent for about a year now. I have definitely acquired an emergency savings fund, which I've never had, and I have money in the bank as we speak. So it's taught me a lot and shown me how my connection to money matters. Being a peer ally in Faith and Finance and in all the groups is fulfilling. I remember showing up and a little nervous. I just love learning and helping others learn. Being an ally and helping welcome people and bring them together feels really good and fills my purpose. I love inviting people and bringing them. I believe without Loving, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, and it's such a wonderful resource with the most beautifulest, lovingest community I've ever been a part of. I like to give everybody the chance to get what I get from Loving. And it's an opportunity for people in recovery to not be checking in all the time in just recovery-based places. I found a community with Loving that I was more than just an addict.